So see and so be, a visual podcast. Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Yes, I'm starting a new segment here with a new member of the fam. Let's introduce ourselves. This is Maki-chan,
私はいくら軍艦巻きです。
aka So see, and yours truly will be taking on the persona of So be. Like we said in the intro, this will be a visual podcast of sorts, where we're just going to pick a topic and dive deep into it, or as deeply as we can. We're using these punny Chinglish names, so a mix of Cantonese and English, because we will be making some random interjections in Cantonese, most likely. So see can't actually speak much because, well, it's a sushi and also a little baby. But we will have captions below when we can, and maybe a sprinkle of help from the voice behind Google Translate. So that's it for the intro. Let's dive deep into our first topic, shall we? As you saw in the title of this video, probably, we're going to be talking about what it means to be a human being. Quite clearly, we're both not humans.
Yeah.
So this is quite interesting, that we, a bear, and a sushi are talking about this topic. However, we're not trying to humanize ourselves. Nope. We're going to talk about the essence of being human, the definition. So a simple Google search for the definition of human being gives the following. A man, woman, or child of the species Homo sapiens, distinguished from other animals by superior mental development, power of articulate speech, and upright stance. So setting aside the apparent conceit of human nature and identifying humans as superior relative to all other animals, is this definition valid in terms of fully capturing the essence of what it means to be a human being?
Well, definition points towards a species by the name of Homo sapiens. Like we said earlier, we are not humans, so this makes my next point weird. But it is important to distinguish between a human and a human being.
Wow, I couldn't have said that better. But yeah, being a human does not make you a human being. I think that for any person to enjoy the title of a human being, rather than the organism called a human, one must have morals, and thus abide by moral obligations and constraints imposed by some system that makes humans the quote-unquote superior animals.
どのような優位性?
Well, it's just a concept. This human superiority, I think, is derived from possession and unwavering loyalty to morals. As a human acquires morals, they are promoted to the status of a being.
それで人間.
And this being has 5 senses. The sense of shame, sense of guilt, sense of regret, sense of disappointment, and the sense of love.
わかりました.
Got it? Great. So the lack of these 5 senses indicates the failure, I think, to possess morals and behave as a moral being. Humans are just like any other organism found in a zoo, but a human being is different because his or her existence, behavior, beliefs, actions, words, and any form of that superiority are all governed by morals.
面白い.
Thanks! But adding on to that, humans are distinct from other animals because, according to Hamlin, they possess superior mental development, power of articulate speech, and upright stance. Advanced cognitive abilities enable humans to possess a sense of morals from a young age.
わあ、ここに科学を取り入れています.
Of course! Our human owner is a scientist by training. But adding on, human beings as individuals definitely follow very different trajectories in development and mature at different rates, in different ways, and to different extents. For some, unfortunately, morals just never come to them, and they are said to be psychopaths.
私は怖いです.
Shh, it's okay. Not all the so-called bad people in this world are psychopaths. But it is definitely arguable that such individuals do lack the perseverance to stick to the very end with morals. The old-time buddy of human beings.
私
Point taken. But so are morals. When a full-grown human, so an adult, is still incapable of treating other moral beings with respect, he or she fails to exist as a human being.
じゃあ、あなたは敬意は道徳的存在が会話する言語のようなものだと言っているのですか?
Yeah, exactly. Great point. And like language, respect can take many forms, such as pro-social actions, but it all comes down to the golden rule. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. Due to the superior mental abilities of the species, humans are capable of perspective taking, and thus being considerate towards others.
なんと素晴らしい。
But unfortunately, capability does not always mean that respect happens in reality. Sorry to break it to you, but if all beings were really born equals, so that means all beings have the ability to treat others with respect and actualize themselves as beings, why would horrific events manifest in history? Like the Holocaust or the rape of Nanjing?
B、私はまだ歴史の授業を受けていません。
Sorry, but our listeners probably have. But yeah, this question is difficult to answer, but morals undeniably play a role. The villains of history, so the past and the current unfolding history, aka the present, are humans. But they, as most agree, are not human beings. This is like in Cantonese, when someone does something horrible, someone might say to them, "你唔係人嚟嘅," or something of the sort.
この結論はどのように到達しましたか?
Well, in the broad scheme of things, human beings realized that these humans not only did not respect other humans, but also committed horrific crimes against the victims and against humanity as a whole, in their selfish pursuit of hatred veiled in lust.
怖いです。
It's okay, Sosie. Not all humans commit these crimes. There are plenty of humans who recognize that these are crimes that should not be committed. Human beings are capable of recognizing the monstrosity due to the very possession of morals and a lifetime practice of moral behavior and beliefs. Human beings instinctively avoid and reflexively deplore immoral acts and people, because within them exists a set of scales and their own very copy of morals, written by humanity. If there is indeed one universal religion, that would be humanity's faith in morals.
それで私たちはここで一種のよ PHOR を作っていますか?
Yeah, I guess. So if we treat this faith in morals as a religion or a faith, a consequence of this faith and its teachings would be the natural acquisition of the five senses. I mentioned this earlier. It's a sense of shame, sense of guilt, sense of regret, sense of disappointment, and a sense of love. I will go into detail about each of these senses and define them for you in next week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little visual podcast, and I hope you will tune in again next week. Thank you! Sosie and Sobi, a visual podcast. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, and thumbs up on this video if you do like it. And of course, leave your comments down below. Thanks and see you next time.